down and look for that biggest word, longest word, most letters, most syllables, because that will make this the most impressive. And don't tell me that word. And if you find yourself conflicted, then I want you please to allow yourself to select 2 words if you must. If you find 2 of the longest, most letters, most syllables.
Okay.
Now, once you find that word, or 2 words, please, you may show them to those around you. Please do not verbalize them. I do read lips. So I'm going to ask you please just to point to it or them. And then once you have that, I'm going to ask you please to then close the book and send it forward. And I'm going to ask you please to remember the word. And I'll have you send it forward. Thank you. And I'm going to ask, are there others amongst us here tonight who have a comfort level with our vision and want to participate? If you don't, not to worry. Yes, very good. May I hand you another book? And I'm going to ask you to tell us, please, how many pages are in that book?
199.
199 probably starts on page 2 or 3. I'm just suspecting. I don't know. But I'm going to ask, please, from 1 to 199 or 3 to 199, what page would you like?
45.
I'm going to have you please turn to page 45 in your book. I don't want to see it. I'll have you turn to page 45. I'm going to have you please, we read left to right. So I'm going to have you please look at the first line at the top of page. I think 46 is on the right. Would that be right? Is that the right page?
45, right?
Okay.
Didn't you say
I
45?
said 45.
Is 45
okay,
left
on,
or right?
On the right.
Okay, very good. Then I'm going to have you look please at the first line
Okay.
at the top of 45. I'm going to have you please look at the first line. I want you please to silently select the biggest word, the longest word, the most letters, the most syllables. And once you've found that, show it to those next to you, and then I just want you to close the book. Okay, very good. And I'll take the book back. Thank you. And I'm going to ask, if you will, just to say stop at any time.
Stop.
Very good. I'm going to have you please look at the first word at the top of that page. I cannot see it. I hope you can.
Yeah.
You have it. Then I'm going to ask, if you will, to look at the 2 page numbers at the bottom. Do not tell me what they are, but you have them, yes? Very good. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand you the dictionary. I'm going to ask you please to turn to those 2 pages and then bookmark it with your finger. And then I'm just going to have you say stop at any time.
Stop.
And have you look at the first word at the top of that page. I cannot see it. You have it. Very good. We'll stop there for now, and we'll do this. You selected 1 or 2 words from your book.
1 word.
1 word. Now please don't tell us your word. What I'd like you to do, though, is share the first letter with all present in the room.
J.
The letter J. The letter J in and of itself doesn't tell us much at all. However, what it does do is it gives us a sense of beginning. And you see, when we get the letter J, what does it mean? As we move through and through and through, I get a second letter from you, and I see an A. And I'm feeling a sense of pressure and rhythm, and I'm getting a C and a K, and I'm getting the impression of J-A-C-K-H-A-M-M-E-R. Is that correct? Jackhammer? Okay, out of 120,000 words. Thank you. And I'm getting the impression you selected a name. Is that right?
Yes.
You did. You selected a name, and the name is, please don't tell us, don't say anything. Bless you.
Thank you.
Yes. Laura, is that correct? All
You
right.
got it.
Thank you. And you're thinking of a direction. Is that correct? You're thinking of B-E-L-O-W, below?
Yes.
Very good. Getting an impression, but I'm not sure if this is accurate or not. Because when you looked at page 45, you were also looking at page 44. You did. And in fact, you may want to look back at 44. You may want to look there. Please take a look, because you weren't sure. And that's all right, because that's what life is. Weighing and balancing our options. Because I'm getting an impression that you were looking at a letter C. Is that correct?
Mm-mm.
But you're looking at 44 now. Is that right? The first line.
Now, yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And you're seeing the letter C. Is that correct?
Yes.
C-O-L-L-A-B-O-R-A-T-I-O-N. Is that correct?
That's the word I'm looking at now.
Yes. Yeah. No, I know. I know. But your eyes went across that before, because that's what I picked up. Now, the dictionary. There are 2 columns on each page in the dictionary. You stopped on 2 random pages. I have no idea what pages there are. There are 2 columns on each page, so there are 4 columns. Would you like column 1, 2, 3, or 4?
3.
I'm going to borrow the book back. Thank you. Column 3. I'm going to ask you, please, to open up your dictionary, to please look at column 3, at the first bold print word at the top of that column.
Mm-hmm.
And what it reminds us of is so much discussion in government today about something called an E-A-R-M-A-R-K. Is that correct?
Yeah.
You're marked. I want to thank you all for coming out.